Welcome back. We're back for the night session, damn it. We're back for the night session. Uh-oh. Yo! If markets are moving, I'm a scooting. We're back. Let me get Discord on game real quick. You okay? What's good, Sid? Welcome back to another night stream. The markets are moving hot. Hot, 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 hot. Let's see what we got here. Let me get Discord on game really quick. All right. Write a Discord. Woo! Any news? Yeah, Iran struck Israel. It's World War III. It's World War III. It's World War III. Nah, dude. Yeah, no. On a real note, Iran missile strikes Israel, I believe. That's all I know. All right, let's get everybody in here. It's about to get hot. It's about to get hot. Straight up, straight up. I'm just getting Discord in here really quick. We are about to make some fucking cheddar, chat. You feel me? Do you feel me? We're about to make some fucking bread. Lock in. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Woo! Don't touch this market. This market's hot, damn it. Unless you know what you're doing, don't touch it, damn it. All right, man, let's pull it up. Let's pull it up on the hourly. Market's selling off overnight. At the beginning of the Asia Open, just saw a massive. Originally, it was close to a 300 point dump. Now it's getting pretty deep. Now it's getting pretty deep, and we're breaking into new lows. 20 points off, new lows here. But markets are hot tonight, so I'm looking to trade it. I'm looking to trade it, and we're gonna be as surgical and as precise as possible here. I'm just gonna wait for the bearish sentiment to start to fade and see what kind of bounce play I can get out of this market. Let's start to look at the higher time frames. Hourly can technically find buying anywhere. We know this market loves to V rally, right? Loves to V shape. 50 points off the lows. If I see bullish retracement and I see higher lows forming on, well, you probably use the tick chart. Then I'm going to try to get long on a quick scalp, right? With tight risk. Markets, the range is very wide. So if you guys don't want to be shocked by a possible bigger loss or bigger win than you're used to, you have to size down here, right? Because we're 400 points deep in the red. So you have to use, if you're using 10, 15 micros, usually looking for, 20, 30, 40, 50 points. That same move is now going to be 100, 150 points, right? So you have to size down, and we will, and we'll be smart about it. I'll probably look to use like one mini. Woo! Let's see. We are going to wait for bounce attempts. Let's pull up two charts here. I want to have the 500 tick on the right. And I want to have the hourly, I think, on the left. Maybe the... Yeah, the hourly. What they're thinking. Current low is 550s. trying to put in a higher low at the moment. I still haven't seen any type of sentiment shift at the moment. Market's just dumping though. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm going to be so patient now. All right, current low is 550s. I'm gonna see new lows here on NQ. New lows here on NQ. Come on, lock in. If I can take a couple good trades on this, I would love to build a buffer and try to go for another big day. Trying to hold a higher low at 60s. It's just so close to this new low. Nice rejection above 600. New lows. Discord has no delay. Okay, well. What the fuck? Yeah, dude, I did chat GPT that shit. Pretty tight trading window here. If this wants to break out to the upside, I want to try to join the rally, but I'm not seeing it right now. You're still seeing buyers are still suppressed right now. Until we get a break into a new high or we start to contest an equal high, there's nothing here yet. Hear what they're thinking. Current lows 550s, 560s. Maybe let me go 5,000 tick. Yeah. Okay, pulling into an equal high at 600. Do we want to try a break? Do we want to try a break? 50 points off the low. And if we do get the break, are we gonna, give me an entry? Is another question. I don't know. These markets still look heavy. That's a quick 15-point sell off back into the 80s. No, I don't think this market's done yet. No, I don't think it is. I don't think it is. I think this market wants new lows. I mean, we have room on the higher time frames. Next major support is down there, kind of that high 400 level. Still moving down. These markets still moving down. Fell off an absolute cliff. I mean, we're 400 points lower. I think it's awesome, but let's see. There'll be some good setups. The spread is still pretty good. Still pretty good. It's not too wide. It's still about a point. You crazy trying to trade this? Well, this is crazy, yes. Someone else, yeah.
I keep on climbing. I just can't seem to get over this hill.
20K in a combine. Yeah, I saw that. Just close the trade, bro. Close the trade. He was up 15K, then now he's up 20K, probably 25K now. Just close it. Y'all are silly. Ain't it that hard to lose money in the market? Y'all are silly. Hey, y'all, run the likes up, chat. We are gonna snipe something soon. We are gonna snipe something soon. Me finna strike. Me finna strike. Not a convincing low at the moment. Not a convincing low. Still a tight 20-30 points off the lows, the overnight lows. Still don't look good to me. We're not gonna be able to snipe scalps with the 20-second YouTube delay. Chat, what would y'all like me to do? What would y'all like me to do about that? What would y'all like me to do about that? I'd love to see a fresh break into new lows here.
Started with hello, darling.
Let me strike when the time is right.
Ended with don't go, darling.
Where do you find the news? On Trader Hub?
Don't say it ain't nothing. You had me stumbling. It
I don't see anything important right here.
I was in love last night, better than a burning night.
Yeah, no, there's still a lot of weight. 4 hours still very full. It is trying to continue to test the 600 level. We might get a pop, but it's not a super convincing low. Not yet. Not yet. Hearts on a bender, never be sober.
Playing for keeps, darling. Let's keep it in these sheets, darling.
Oh, 60 points off that low. A little wick out above 600.
Feeling just right. Might have this habit the rest of my life. I was in love last night, better than burning night. That sundress was spinning me out.
Tell you what, the last thing I want is first have a nice little 400-point sell-off, and then we just go sideways down here. Surely that's not the case, right? No, I think we're just flagging out for a second. I think we'll get a move sooner or later.
Down that kitchen sink. As long as I hold you, hold me, baby.
I mean, it's trying to pop 600s, but it's just nothing here. Right? It's just nothing here. We haven't made any substantial displacement off the lows. We're a tight 10, 15 points off the lows, and it's trying to pop 600s. It may make a little run here, but it's not anything I'm interested in being in at the moment. It's not anything I'm interested in at the moment. I want to see a break into new lows. I want to see new opportunity. I don't care for this structure at the moment. I just don't. We didn't find any substantial bid down here that gave us a quick 10 points up. Just a very choppy, slow move, and off the back end of a 400-point dump, I'm not trying to hop into that market off of this. It doesn't mean it can't move up. It's just I don't have the balls to get into it off of this structure, to be honest. I think I'll wait. Yeah, I'm in Texas. We got sunset coming up. Sun's pretty much setting right now. I think I'll wait.
I've been fighting for this feeling. I've been waiting patiently.
And I could be wrong. Look, I could totally be wrong, and this may pop. But off the back end of a 400-point sell-off, I'm not looking to take a little wedge trade break. Just not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. I want to see some more urgency off the lows. This structure off the lows is very ugly. Very ugly. Should not be allowed to dump a market 300 points in 4 minutes. I think it's awesome. But at the same time, I wasn't in a trade, so... I mean, if it's news, it's news, right? If it's news, it's news. Robo taxi? What is that? What the heck is that? Look at this little trend break. We'll see if that wants to fade 90s and break. What was the news? Iran strikes Israel. Iran strikes Israel. Yucky, yucky, yucky. This might pop, like I said. I just don't care for this price action off the lows like that. Nope. Not on the back end, a 300-point sell-off where I'm not going to take a little wedge trade breakout. Not gonna happen. I might very well miss it, but I'm not doing it. Not doing it. Not doing it. And more gold trading. We can look at gold. I know gold had a little run. Yeah. No, I'm gonna focus on NQ at the moment. It's too much volatility. I definitely can't focus on 2 markets at once. I think I'm gonna focus on NQ. Think about gold. I think it had a nice little run up today. I don't know what the continuation looks like, but the structure on the 4-hour now looks very good for like a possible run back into all-time highs. And maybe I'm making a mistake trying to trade NQ instead of gold today, but yeah, no, gold looks. I mean, gold is reaching back into all-time highs. I think it's less than 100 points now. Yeah, it's about 100 points off all-time highs. And it just ran up 120 points past week and a half. Maybe less than a week and a half. Maybe the past week. No, the news, I mean, yeah, that news comes out. You have no time to react. You just don't have time to react, right? I mean, this market probably dumped before you even saw the news. Yeah, that's just how it is. That's just how it is. Yeah. You don't even know. You see what happens, and then you go look for news, and you'll be lucky if you see the news a minute or two after the dump. That's just how it is. True that gold runs up whenever there's war-related news. Yeah, for the most part. That's true. Anything that makes the indexes uncertain will usually be good for gold because it's a hedge. Yeah, chat. Like I said, we're gonna wait, man. The markets are still moving. It's great. We might be here for a little while, but I'm certainly not taking a dip buy right now. We're just not really seeing buyers stepping into it. I mean, there's a little bounce, but it's not a decent bounce for a 400-point sell-off. Not at all. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong markets. Because look at gold go, damn it. Look at gold go. It's clear resistance too. This probably is the easier market to get into. That's okay. Would you like for me to make a live channel for the server? A live channel for the server? What do you mean by that? Are you talking about Discord? No, I'll get it figured out. Okay, let's focus up. NQ making new lows possibly here. Gotta be so patient. Get a great trade here for y'all. Like a live stage. I have one, man. It's just I'm waiting on a couple things to do that. I don't know. I'm working on a lot of stuff. 400-point sell-off. What happened? Iran attacks Israel. We trading for real tonight, not degen? What do you mean not degen? Oh, you didn't like when I was yellow on the Apex accounts, huh? Well, we'll do a little bit of both. We'll do a little bit of both. If I feel like I can catch a nice reversal, you know, then that's the plan right there, Sam. All right, new lows here. New lows here. Once again, next support's high 400s, but we very well could catch a bounce before then. I'm just watching price action here. We'll bounce at 40 flat. Yeah, I'm looking to catch some type of reversal back into the previous range for at least a retest. If it shows follow through, great. Great, you know. Need to see some type of shift in sentiment here. Buyers are still not in this market. Buyers are still not in this market. Take your time, taking my time. When I'm with you, all I want to do is just fly on by. 30's getting it by. 30's getting it by. 15-point buy. trying to squeeze into that previous range, testing the recent lows as resistance. Holding as resistance. 52 is the high. Trying to get a break. Markets have so much range to them that if I'm gonna try it, I'm gonna float it like a 20-point stop. But look at this pulling into these recent lows. Let's go here.
taking her home, but you don't even realize you're alone. Don't get cozy.
Sorry about that, y'all. All right, there's a curl off 20s. Let's see. It's 25 point stop if you get in long on it. If you get a chance, I might try that. Starting to see a little bit of a curl. The previous range is 40 points higher. Thing is with me, man, when I'm trying to counter trend, I'm taking the lowest possible entry. You know what I mean? I'm trying to limit risk as much as possible. You know what I mean? Yeah. 75 is the high. You really gonna play a mini on this? Very tight stop. Yeah, mini on very tight stop. 10 micros, very tight stop. I'll be running 20 point stops. This is starting to look good for a breakthrough 70s. I don't know if I can get into it though. I'm a buyer under 50 with a stop at 25 or 20 probably. I didn't even really anticipate an entry. I was looking at it here. I just didn't get in. Need to sack the hell up, I think. Crude running? I imagine it is, yeah. I imagine it is. I'm watching it under 50. If I start to see signs of exhaustion on I don't know. We'll see. I don't even know if I can get into the market, so I'm going to stop blabbing until I actually get in. She just get up and leave. Target up. It would be previous range. So 600s probably is what I would look for. Or at least an effort to get to 600.
Some time you still look like an angel. I heard you're doing fine. Got promoted back in April, and you met someone. Your dad says he's okay. Well, I've never been better.
Nope. Too deep. Retracement too deep. I'll wait for a new low. Unless this reclaims 50, I'll probably wait for a new low. Can you even trade oil? Wow. I don't know what the rules are on if it's positive. I don't know. Yep, I'm just gonna be very patient. This retraced a little deeper than I wanted to see it. Man, markets are in free fall mode, huh? Is gold breaking into new highs? Yeah, well, wait. Yeah, it did. What y'all think about the mustache? I don't, baby. I don't. I'll get off in 1 second though. I'm trying to remember. I don't remember. And Bitcoin took a little dumper. Okay, we are reclaiming 50s. Do I want to try to get long here? We'll see how it reacts to 50% retracement. I don't want to wait too long because I do want the lowest entry possible if I can play a bounce. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, y'all might have difficulty following me because markets are moving quick. Look at the weight, still weight here, still a lot of weight here. We are going to have an interesting Friday, man. Market's still moving lower. We are a full 420 points. From previous session highs.
She brought the rain brought the pain,
Pain brought the might see new lows here. Probably will see new lows here. A lot of weight still. Still a lot of weight. See, I enjoy watching this on the tick chart, I'm not going to lie. Little bounce at 28. 28 little bounce. Does that reclaim 50s? All right, filling in the previous hour wick on the break of 530 here. Might get some volume if we break 530. Next support, like I said, is 470. Market's really pulling down. Really pulling down. There will be an opportunity. I'm just being so patient for it. Probably be a couple opportunities. If this pops 40s again, I might get long with a stop at the low. You could do, hey, yeah. Woo. These markets got no chill. 2.7's the low. Do I want to take a nibble? Would I like a nibble? Hey, appreciate you, Mike. I'll get around to you in a sec, brother. I am fully locked in on these markets right now. But more or less, I'm a price action market structure trader. There's not a specific strategy outside of those elements that I go by. Like, there's not a certain setup that I need to see and to be able to execute. But more or less, I use market structure and price action, support, resistance, things like that. The issue is, man, none of these lows are super convincing. You know what I mean? That's the current issue right now. They're just not super convincing. I could try along into 70s. I might nibble with 5 micros, but I don't like it off of equal lows.
From the silence of the speaker
I'll probably not do anything, to be honest.
to the blow in your hair, to the sweet smell of perfume that's hovering in the air.
Way less size on this, if that makes sense. Way less size. I'll stop it out low 520s here. I'm looking for a bounce into 60s, 70s. Like I said, this isn't the strongest structure to trade long off of, but I'll try it out for 5 micros just to get my feet wet. And I'm looking for a bounce into the 60s here. This is a market where I really would like to get break even ASAP, you know. Really would like to get break even ASAP.
These little games you play, where we get so damn close, but you
Needs to go fill in that high we put in. 46 needs to get taken out again.
to the ends of the earth.
I'll give it a minute or two here, right? We can't consolidate too much at equal lows. That's not a good look. See breakout above 50s. All right, I'm gonna go break even here. If that doesn't hold, I'm probably gonna stand by anyways. Yep, we're on standby. That should have broken and it didn't. We'll wait for a new low here.
Used to love me if you just leave again.
We will wait for a new low here.
To the ends of the earth.
This is a market where I'm gonna try it a couple times, and I'm gonna try to get break even and just get one of those positions where I can really let it go. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
And only the true cream of the crop. You're the whole Sunday. And the cherry on top.
518, little bounce. Design said to a T, 518 needs to hold. Bottom ticket. Bottom tick 518, get a bounce through 37.
You got my heart chewed up, spit out, and broken on the floor. To the ends of the earth.
This is still looking very heavy. We might see 400s, probably will. If we get some volume here, we might see 400s.
Horizon meets the sunrise if that's
What you plan to do?
if you choose to love.
Let's see, break of 500s coming up here.
Just leave again, yeah.
Recent lows 470, extreme lows 470.
I'll be your man.
505 trying to bounce, trying to bounce. All right, I'm long 10 micro. Stops. Go 490 at 490 for me. 495. I'll try it again. Once again, I'm gonna keep trying this market long. As long as it shows an effort to try to make a retracement, I'm going to. And I'm looking for 550s. 550s here. We will see.
Till the ends of the earth. I'll be your man.
Why is he trading Asia session? Because we are, what are we? We must be 500 points lower here because it's volatile right now. So there's opportunity, volatility, opportunity. And we'll see. 510 needs to hold. This could sell off all night due to Iran news. Yeah, it could. That's kind of what we're trying to figure out here. We'll take a couple shots at it. If we get beat up too bad, we get beat up too bad. Pretty hesitant at 500. Pretty hesitant at 500. We got it lost, yeah. Ooh, 495 got taken. All right, still moving low. 470s, I would imagine, clears now. 500 didn't hold. Yeah, Kojo. Thoughts on DCA? I mean, I DCA sometimes. You got a certain level of control you have to have, I think. Does a 500 tick work? Okay, so the candles are trade based, trade volume based instead of time based. So for every 500 orders executed, you'll have that's what determines the candle's closure. Opens 500 fresh orders, and then it closes. So it's not time based. All right, little curl 490 here. All right, so the trade we just had, where was our entry on that? I think we had it. Yeah, I took it 514, stop 495. We're pretty much back at my entry now, but this got taken out of it. See, that's the thing. I want to manage a risk like I want needs to be tight risk, but not too tight where this can happen, or I don't want to get kicked out of it. Now we move higher. All right, we're seeing to bounce 490. We're 40, almost 40 points off the lows here. Play that too tight of a stop. Fuck. Way too tight of a stop, huh? Oh, what benefits to give you style versus candles? How do you think about it? I don't really understand that question. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm getting left behind right now sucks. Entry here, stop gets taken here, and now we're 20 points higher. That does suck. And then to come home and do something like this, I can't explain the feeling. I appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart for being here. Oh, tick versus candlestick. You can just see more trades being executed down here is really what it comes down to, right? Just gives me a closer look. Like I can see more trades being executed. I can see maybe a higher low get put in here that I can't see on like even the 1 minute chart. So for me, it kind of helps me manage those trades a little tighter, right? Like in some instances, I'd have to have an example, but I could maybe put a stop here if I'm trying to take a reversal trade. That maybe I don't see that on the 1 minute. Like maybe the 1 minute I can only see the low here, but we have a higher low here. So like if I took it long and we moved away from it, I could stop it here, or you know, even I could even pull up the stops and trail it. There's just a couple different ways, but there's just more. You can just see more. Really, you can see more price action on that lower on the tick chart. You can see more price action. Spread on the minis. Is it? Let me look. Oh wow, that's yeah, that's funny. You think this is the low? I don't know. I hope it's not, so I can get another entry. I want another try at it. I don't want to see this run now that I got taken out of the trade, you know? Do I want to try again? Kind of. I mean, holy shit, gold. Holy fuck. I mean, we got. I mean, gold is damn near into the fucking all-time highs here. I mean, good God. How am I? How am? Where? Holy shit! I didn't realize how deep gold was going. Gold through the 50s, huh? 50s.
Hey man, ready to go home? Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, gold's mooning here. All-time high is what, like 35, what? 35, 35.35? So less than 100 points at this point. What a big fucking move. Dude, I traded this thing long. Oh my goodness. I actually took a trade like 2 days ago long here. And I sold it on 50. But, I mean, I would have never been able to hold it overnight. Look at this big selling candle all the way down here. And then V-shape. 51. Gold 51. NQ's gotten a good bounce. I'm feeling a little frustrated. I got pretty much taken out of that trade, and then it ran 30 points, 40 points now, 50 points now, higher. Gotta hate it. Yeah, I guess I played that too tight. Well, I mean, yeah. I guess high 400 test right there is not totally unexpected. Should have been patient for that, I guess. Trade with TPT? Yeah, I do. They're good. They're perfect. Damn, I got V-shaped on, man. Fuck. Whew. Well, that's ran too far for me now, I think. 1690 takes me out 60s. ATR, yeah. No, yeah, I should have had ATR up. Should have had ATR up here. Definitely should have had ATR up. Got to be able to account for that. Now I'm trigger shy. Yeah, I'm not gonna short it. I know it sounds horrible, World War III, yada yada. I'm not gonna short it just because we're in V-shape market mode, to be honest. So I'm just not gonna short it. I'm not gonna sell into selling pressures. I know that sounds funny, but we are truly in V-shape markets. So I'm not gonna short it. Yeah, I'm not gonna chase it either. I took one stab at it and miscalculated the stop at 95. Got taken out. And now it's 60 points higher, you know. I wouldn't play tight, but not too tight, because I know. But yeah, exactly. ATR is expanding. The market is volatile. Am I in the wrong for? It was a 20-point stop, which I feel like a 20-point stop. Yeah, it's pretty tight, but I should have just waited for the manipulation under 500 and a reclaim up 500 is what I should have done. That was stupid on my end. I know well enough that that can happen. That's stupid on my end. 500 tick just means that every candle opens and closes, you know, based on 500 orders. No, I'm not gonna trade it yet. I'm not gonna. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not saying that's the only trade I'm gonna take, but that, you know, I'm definitely not gonna take an entry on it 80 points higher. Just not going to do that. It was something where I wanted to get in and I wanted to see this move and maybe trim some here and then see if we can even go higher, but I'm not going to get into it now. Never say never, but I'm just not interested in it. He's driftwood. Bro, just short. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that either, bro. I'm not gonna. I'm not. Hey, chat, we are about to be so patient. So patient. So patient. Short of 21,920? What the fuck? That's crazy. Oh, we're not logging gold. It's too high. Too high. I don't know. Too high. I don't join trends that late. That's just my... I know it's like shooting yourself in the foot sometimes when you talk about it like that. Like, I just... As strong as this looks, it's just too high for me. Yeah. Maybe that's a bad way of thinking. But, I mean, it works for me. Just kind of play defense. Whenever I see markets that are very extended like that, I just don't like to chase the market like that. Even though it very well could work. I mean, we just tapped off support damn near perfectly, and we're moving back into the 50s. It's just kind of how my mind works with trading, and sometimes it seems backwards, but I mean, it works for me. But no, I know it's this is probably an area where I could use some polishing up in my trading. I just really don't. Whenever I see markets that are just very extended, I'd much rather play the retracement. I really would much rather play the retracement. I really would. That's just how I go about it. But yeah, gold still looks good. Obvious stream right now. You should do that then, brother. You should do that then. I'm not gonna short NQ. Just because we're in V-shaped recovery mode in these markets. As bad as this looks right now, I'm not gonna short. I'm not gonna short it 350 points lower. I'm just not going to. But it seems like you're pretty confident in it, so you should go ahead and short it then.
We both got our reasons. No
Reason to share 'em.
Let's just dance. Hold me closer to you. Maybe just for tonight. Tell me you love me. And tell me you need me. I know we both know it ain't true.
Thank you, Coho. Thank you, brother.
And I'll whisper
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
everything I've ever wanted. I'll pretend
All right, we have a level 20s trying to hold.
to. Oh, tell me you love me and use me like I'm using you.
Do we leave a wick under 520, reclaim, and continue? Is the question.
She said, don't ask for my number, and I won't ask for yours. Some things are best left alone.
No, yeah, that's true, Carl. I guess that's a good way to look at it. Same thing with ranges. Same thing with ranges that are extended. Same thing with trends that are extended.
There's no one waiting at home. And tell me you love me.
It doesn't mean I'm just gonna step in front of the train, but
I know we both know
490's the low. Coming back into 490s here.
and I'll whisper you're everything
Nice push, 511.
ever wanted. I'll pretend if you'll pretend to. Oh, tell me you love me and use me like I'm using you.
Yeah, crazy, brother. Welcome. No way, I just clicked this son of a bitch. I just clicked that. Didn't I not just click that? That's a nice bounce. Noise bounce. Is this your retry backup? What does that mean? What does that mean? Oh, retry backup? Yeah, no. I mean, I was maybe interested in it. I don't really feel like it gave me an entry at 511. I maybe would have hit the bid, but I can't say what I would have or wouldn't have done. I was thinking about it, depending on how it looked, but it just shot back up off that low, pretty much 20 points instantly. Didn't give me much of an entry.
I'm so tired of being alone, scrolling through an empty phone, looking at a bunch of memories of what we used to be. So tired of thinking of you.
So we lost like 20 points on that first trade. If I got into another trade, I would want to try to get 20 points out of it at least. At least 20 points. We're trying to come up off the highs. 51's the high. Do we sell back into support here? Could be a little range here.
Thought I was right where I belong. Then you left me all alone. It's been a lot of losing pride and a lot of lonely nights. Now that you up and gone, I look back at where I went wrong. I wish I would have took time to treat you right. You're in a new city. I hope you think of me, but you probably don't even waste that thought. And I bet you're better off. Baby, you and me, we're like a melody, but we reach the end of our song, and everybody's moved on to me.
Yeah, no, that's a clean move. Fuck, should have gotten in on that one too.
You're in a new city. I hope you think of me, but you probably don't even waste that thought. And I bet you're better off. Baby, you
No, I'm missing some moves. I'm missing some moves here.
like a melody.
Missing some moves here.
End of our song, and
Boom, 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 boom.
for me, everybody's moved on but me.
I think at this point, I think I'd just prefer taking a new lows, to be honest. I think I would prefer we just take new lows. Wait for another setup. Yeah. Yeah, man. If I didn't size down crazy, it's like these are not entries for. It's just too high. This maybe, that definitely. But I'm not going to take it anywhere within. If it's not going to be, if I'm not kind of assuming a low, I'm just not going to get into it because it's just the range is too wide. Like this is 50 points, 50 points here. Like if I get into it, I would have to have a 50-point stop pretty much under these lows. I just don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Fuck me. Missing everything here.
You want break? Of course I want break. Welcome back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something.
I'm okay. Well, I'm okay watching it run. It'll be frustrating, but I'll live. I will live.
Look at that, I done stayed up all night again. I know I swore the last time would be the last time, but here I am. I ain't too sure what they want me to do. Clean up my act, I've been thinking about you. Oh baby, here we go one more time. You know it's harder than it looks to walk that line, yeah. I've been running so damn long, there ain't a woman who can settle me down. Wider than a bat out of hell, off the rails and blazing through town. And then you walk in, floating on air, and you look across the room at me. Forget the man I am, what kind of man do you need?
Okay. I am very much uninterested in it now. Like, at all.
So that I would never
I need to take a new low or something. I mean,
Union Valley Church again.
I was super patient. Waited for the one good trade, which I thought I had. 516 entry, stopped out 496 right here. And then this thing runs up another 80 points. Had another try to get in there, but I'll try to be patient again. The higher this is, the less I like it, though. I will say that. Hank Williams? No, I never have. Never have.
But then you walk in, floating on air, and you look across the room at me. Forget the man I am, what kind of man do you need? What kind of man do you need? What kind of man do you need?
No, we'll keep watching in queue. If I see something, I'll let y'all know.
I've been running so damn long, there ain't a woman wider than a bat out of hell, off the rails and blazing through town. And then you walk in, floating on air, and you look
Out with futures. Yeah, I saw that.
forget the man I am, what kind of man do you need?
Yep. I saw that. I heard him post that on Instagram. Telling you, man, they'll deny you for anything. For anything. Whew. It's a waiting game for me now. It's absolutely a waiting game for me now. Well, we got a long night. A long night. Starting trading. No, we'll be. I mean, I might be here. I don't know. I kind of wanted to get on, take one trade, and maybe hold for a bigger move like this, but that trade came and went and got stopped out. Yeah, I activated them. They want you to watch like a little. They want you to watch like a little funded rules like video diary, so I gotta watch that. I just haven't had time. I'll trade on those. Hopefully tomorrow. Those are ready to go.
This is the first time we ever wrote together.
First time
and
we met.
First time we met. I was following you for a long time. And well, I thought of the word indigo in the car ride on the way.
I thought it was kind of a dumb idea at first.
And he thought it was a dumb idea. And then...
But it came to this, so...
It came to this, and you added some sick guitar, and it was super fun. And the meaning of it is probably my favorite one.
So that day we were able to activate it and trade on it an hour later. Yeah, if you pass it into the close, they'll, I guess whenever futures open up, they'll send you the email and stuff. But you got to do a couple things. You got to pay the activation. You got to get your Rise works set up. You got to watch like a video series, and then something else. I forget. You got to do one more thing. I forget which one. Just got passed today. Oh, like you just passed him tonight? And they should email you tomorrow. Well, tomorrow's Friday. Maybe Monday, Sunday night. Sunday night, you might get an email. I'm starting to wonder if the true colors change since I left you. I used to shine bright like gold. Now I'm all in it gold. Okay, market's reversing kind of nice off this slow now. Yeah, you'll get something Sunday night. Maybe, probably Sunday night. If not Monday morning, but probably Sunday night. Then you should be able to start trading it Sunday night. Gold didn't break. Yeah, because NQ's bleeding back up. Look at gold. Well, gold's not really pulling back. NQ's like 90, 100 points off the lows now. Holy shit, man. We just missed a great trade right there. Great trade. Nothing we can do about it though, huh? Oh, okay, that brother. Yeah, I remember you. Yeah, what were we talking about? I guess every 5K you gotta stop trading. I didn't know anything about that. But yeah, I've got them. I gotta watch it. I gotta watch a little video on it, and then I'll trade those Sunday night. I'll trade them Sunday night. Little wick at 91. Are these markets gonna turn back over? Or are we going for 600 here? Our next highs are 620. If we take 620s, are we taking 620s? Everybody that was short, are we not shorting anymore? Because if I did want to short, it would be up here, and the stop would go out above this recent high. Well, like I said, man, the NQ is in full on V-shaped recovery mode, so it is hard to short this market. Just difficult. It just is, especially after you already had a nice selling move. Trying to get any continuation selling moves is difficult, really. These markets are recovering so well. So well. like so well. That's why so this is why I didn't short it, right? Like if you didn't take this high short, or this high short, like you know what I mean? And this all happened so quick, really. It is hard, you know. Especially this is on the tick chart, and this is when we had a hell of a lot more volume. So all this that you're seeing this happened a lot quicker than what we're seeing now. So unless you're Spider-Man and you can react super quick to shit, it's just even hard to get short there. And then at this point we're already 350 points lower, and it's like I'm going to try a log with tight stop, and that's what we did. We rolled the dice on it. 516 long, 496 stop, and it got ran. And then we go 100 points higher. It's just, it is what it is. I guess just bad. I don't want to say bad entry and bad stop, but yeah, it's truly, I mean, I think it's just unlucky is what it is. I think it comes down to just being unfucking lucky. Like, this was our margin for error. This is my margin for error, right? With this upside. And we just miscalculated and got a little, I will say, a little unlucky with that stop run. But I should have known that we would manipulate under 500 first. We were just so close to that level. I should have waited for that to break first. Is gold still holding? Oh, gold's in a new high. It's 55. Look at it coming off 55, though. Do I want to try to sell 55 or move down into 40s? I kind of do. I'm going to try gold short here. Oh, wait. Yeah. I'm trying 5 micros short if I can get the fill. I don't want to chase too much. Yeah. I'm going to try 5 micros short, stop into the new highs, and I want to take profit into the 40s, low 40s here. See if NQ recovering can kind of fade gold a bit. I like that pullback out above equal highs, pulls off 55s. I'm going to snap through 50, and then this comes down into low 40s. Test support, possible break with a failed breakout out above the highs. We are pretty extended. I'm trying gold short. We'll see what happens. Kind of looking for low 40s. If we get volume on it, we'll see. First, we need to crack 50. Shorting gold seems suicidal. Let's see. I don't feel horrible about this, actually.
Shows up a little early. He gives me all his heart, even more when I'm feeling lonely. I never ask him if he loves
Time frame? This is 500 tick chart. 500 tick chart.
he don't make me wonder. Girl, I know you wonder.
See, break at 50. Nice test of 50. Can we get a break of 50 into the 40s? Quick one. 49. Can we sweep lows? 44. Can we sweep lows? 44. Haven't really seen a pullback in this rally. Or at least a pullback into a new low. Just stair stepping at the moment. We might have it here. 48. Just a little bit of follow through. 48. If we see 47, 46, this likely pulls into this low. Maybe I'll partial out, then go break even, see if it'll crack through 44. NQ's trying to pop 600s. Trying to. This needs to break 47, 46, 47. There's 47. A little bit of weight here. A little bit of weight here. Last thing I want is to get V-shaped on. Gotta break 47. Yeah, gold's. I mean, NQ's reclaiming 600s here. This is a full V shape. I mean, it obviously has a ways to go, but it's just every dip pretty much in this market, NQ gets rallied. That's why I was hesitant to sell it. You know, very much so. This looks decent on the 5-minute. This needs to lose 47. It should be cooking up. Rodin and NQ up from 530. Hell yeah, man. Damn, that's tough, but that's a good trade. That's a good trade. I needed to get my NQ long a little bit more space. NQ down 1.5%. I think we're closer to 2% down at its lowest. Yeah, I want to see this low get taken. Some volume into 45s. You would think we could take the lows off of that move, right? Once we get 1-to-1, I'd like to take 3 off and then maybe let the others run possibly under 44. Can I see 46 on the bid? Okay. All right, I covered 3. I'm gonna go break even here. See if the break of 44 happens here. See if the break of 44 happens. Nice. Getting a move back into support. Perfect. Perfect. This is playing out pretty well. Playing out pretty well. Sending dopamine to my brain. I would be up a good amount, man. If I nailed that fucking NQ trade like I should have, you know, like I should have, we would be looking good. I would love to see these equal lows get taken here. We're seeing downward momentum. I just want to see that continue. I don't want to see this stall out and catch a bid. I'm catching a little bit of a bid at support. I want to see break of the equal lows. So sub 44 is kind of what I want to see here. I'm going to trail it down a little bit just in case we bounce at support. But as far as the structure goes, right, pre-extended move, failed break out above 50s, and we're getting some volume into the equal lows with a failed break above the highs of the range. Typically, I would love to see this break 44. Typically, I would love to see this break 44, but I have to respect that we are at support and could bounce, right? Might get stopped here. Took a decent amount. I covered most of the at 46, 2, 3. Yeah, we might get stopped here. We'll see. Yeah, decent little trade there, I guess, right? Decent trade. Look at NQ go, man. Just that's why I said I didn't want to short it. Just V-shape. It is fully V-shaping. As always, right? Just V-shaping. Gold did bounce off support pretty well. I'm glad I hopped out. That's why I didn't want to sell this market, you know. Yeah, it would have been a good trade. It's just, what can you do, you know? We put the trade on, and I said I didn't want to risk too much. I want to risk 20 points. Because if I look at it this way, I could risk 20 points trying to take this market long and try to get back at it a couple times. But this was the ultimate low, and that's right where the entry was. It just got stopped. What can you do, you know? I'm definitely not getting long now, though. I'll tell you that much. It's too much, too extended, too extended.
Don't know the things that I do. Just spend one more night in your bedroom. And well, I spend all my money and make you think that
Gold bounced at support.
funny. Buy some walking shoes. I start running so that I see you soon.
Can I show my stats? I don't actually have stats for this live account. I don't actually have stats for the live accounts. I don't trade many more accounts that show stats. I had my stats for trade day, but those got closed because I went to funded with them. I don't have stats at the moment. Once I start trading with stats, I'll show you all the stats. Right now I'm statless. Right now I'm statless. $5.16 was the first long entry. And we're 100 points higher. I had a 20-point stop for 100 points higher. You know about what? I think it's like 1-1, 1-2 RR. Maybe 70-80% win rate. Maybe closer to 70. Okay, little pullback, 620s. No, I don't have a performance window. Live accounts don't have a performance window. For some reason. Alright, we cut some of the losses here with that gold trade. Which it still looks like it maybe wants to crack through 44. They took out the nuclear scientist? There's no way. They took out the nuclear scientist after they said they can't have nuclear weapons. You know, this makes me want to watch The Dictator.
So baby, be mine. It'll be worth every bit of your time. I got some glasses, Grigio. The luck we had to stay in where we saw. Baby, I'm
This is the Beard of Doom rocket? This is my weapon? I will be a laughing stock. All my friends have got nuclear weapons. Even Ahmadinejad. And he looks like a snitch on Miami Vice. Where is the head of my nuclear program and procurer of women? Where is nuclear Nadal?
You had Nadal executed, Supreme Leader.
Why did I do that?
Supreme Leader,
Ah, Nadal.
we are just months away from refining weapons-grade uranium, and we are set to test the missile next week.
It is too round on the top. It needs to be pointy. Round is not scary. Pointy is scary. This will put a smile on the faces of the enemy. They will think that it is a huge robot's dildo flying towards them.
No, Supreme Leader, the shape of the missile top has nothing to do with aerodynamics. It is about the payload delivery.
No, it sticks in the ground and then kaboom.
Supreme Leader, I think perhaps some of your information about bombs is coming from cartoons.
Nonsense. I have been watching research films.
In this film, just one question, was there a duck who,
It needs
when
to
the
be
explosion
pointy.
happens, his bill goes around the back of his head, and then in order to talk, he has to put it back this way.
There was somebody who suffered a deformity like that.
Deformity like that.
I am now 100% sure that you are watching cartoons.
Indulge me. For 1 second, pretend that I'm an idiot.
Okay, I'm there.
Okay. You know what? Let's just agree to disagree, my friend.
Okay.
What? Why? No! Don't you remember? Of course I remember. How dare you question my memory?
Wow,
I
big
remember
pullback.
everything.
50
Oh,
point
no, I would
pullback.
never do that. Never. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean that. Don't worry. It's fine. Well done, my friend. Thank you. Wait, where are we going?
Okay, yeah, these markets are not done. This is a deep pullback as well. Very deep pullback. Ah, it makes sense. Previous resistance, right?
Love is like an obstacle,
Previous
and I just
resistance.
can't get around it. I was searching for a while, but then out of
Okay, is
the
gold in
blue
new
I
highs? No, not
found
yet.
it. Love's a game I was losing, a false illusion, a big event strain. But when I first saw you, I knew you were few and far between.
Gold short. No. No, not that NQ is now pulling back. And it didn't break support. Yeah, it just didn't. It didn't. To my brain. Do I want to try to fade a pop here? Maybe. The stop would have to be a very big 40-point stop. Trying to leave wick on the hourly. Equal highs at 620. You'd want to see this hold 60. That's support. 60s is now support. For a possible break back into 620s. But the more pullbacks I start to see on this move, on the higher time frame, it's still very bearish, right? So failed break out above 620 doesn't look great for this market. I wish I could trade Crude. I don't have the data for it. I don't pay for it. Gold's still holding support. 44 still holding. On NQ's pullback. It's giving us a retracement. If we believe resistance holds at 600s and market can fade back into the low 500s, it's giving us an entry right here. It's just a question of whether we want to try to sell a market that is has proven time and time again it's ready to V-shape, you know? And that's the question there. I could take an entry if we pop 90s. Just leaving a wick, leaving a wick. So there maybe is the entry if this fades back into the red. I can't trade crude on Top Step Live. No, you got to pay for the data, and I don't pay for the data for it. Yeah, I already paid like 280 bucks for the Comex and for the CME. Hey, Design, I think I saw your username in another YouTube chat. I think I saw you in, whose chat were you? I think you were in Nutty Bar's chat. I had seen you. Yeah. Saw you somewhere. Do I want it to? I mean, this is the retracement if we stay sub 620s at resistance. This would be the trade. Intraday drawdown from 400. Wow. Yeah, man, I've already got the 30 winning days. I've got beyond that. I pretty much got those 30 days down when I was in the XFA. Methodical, man, I follow him. I don't know Code Trader, though. Or Travis. Yeah, it unlocks daily payouts. Yeah, 30 winning days, you get daily payouts. Pretty heavy selling off 620s. I really don't. I kind of do want to get short back in the market now. Pullbacks are steep still. Pretty much be betting that this hourly never flips green, though. This hourly hasn't been green. 612 would flip it green. Because this hourly flips green, we likely take 20s and take these highs. Really can't pull back above 610. Otherwise, it's looking good again. I think it sweeps the hourly highs first. Equal highs at 620. Equal highs. What's gold up to? Let's take a look. Gold doesn't look bad either. Gold's still holding up. Get your go-to candle pattern. Yeah, how about we do market structure instead? It's easier to give you an example of that than candle pattern. Something like this. Like if I'm trying to take a reversal trade, I want to see selling exhaustion. So a couple ways you could look for that. You could look for it as down close wicks, right? Wicks being left at the lows and the body's closing higher. You could look at that where the range begins to start to tighten up, right? And the pullbacks start to become less. Like this is kind of where you guys saw this when we started to look for the long. Like we have consolidation here. Okay, another leg down, but only by about 10-20 points. Sellers are starting to become exhausted at this point. Range is beginning to tighten up, right? And then we come down, and this helps if you have a higher time frame level that supports it too, right? For us, we had support on the hourly. It was here. So for me, eyeing up this trade, even though we didn't execute properly on it, that range is starting to tighten up. So I want to see, like now that range is starting to tighten up, we're seeing selling exhaustion, a liquidity sweep of some sort, and then a reclaim of the previous range being this window here. And so so liquidity sweep happens, takes the sell orders here, V shape, puts in an equal high. It then gives you a nice retracement to take a long off of this. In hindsight, I really should have taken a long off of that. Really should have taken a long off of that. Really should have. But as far as like, yeah, reversal, I really like inverted head and shoulders. So like shoulder, head, shoulder, right? And then you look for the continuation higher through these equal highs or relatively equal highs. They're usually pretty equal highs because once you're looking for that reversal off the lows, it'll come in and test that initial level. And unless you just have a V-shaped ripper, which sometimes you get that, and it doesn't hesitate to move through these highs, it just rips up. Sometimes you do get that, but a test equal highs, and then if you can take it on that pullback, which I should have, I probably would have if I didn't get scarred on this loss. I probably would have gotten back in here, but I didn't. But yeah, I like structure like that. That's a decent example. Right, we let most of the selling happen. Range begins to tighten up. We start to consolidate, tightens up some more. The lower this goes, the more likely I am to get in for a retracement, right? As long as the structure supports it. Yeah, some fake out. Yeah, no, I was an example of that. I got faked out. I got faked out. It was just take of the 500s. I got faked out. Do I want to try to short again? I wouldn't mind trying to. Long and Q, it's too high for me. Way too high for me. No, it doesn't look great. I mean, we have equal highs that we could pull into. This is a pretty decent pullback off the highs. I don't know how effortless this rally is going to be, you know. Hey. No, I honestly, yeah, NQ doesn't look great here. It's a nice rejection off 620, and now it's kind of flat. I would expect to see another leg down here. Could be wrong though. Hey guys, go do something with yourself. There's 60s. Not much holding this market up at this point. '60s actually catches some nice buying off that low. I could try long stops at 50s. That's some nice buying, right? That's pretty nice. Ooh. Just got shot in the legs.
I might sound crazy now, but I'll say it anyhow, 'cause I want you to hear my heart, baby. I'll never win no prize for pretty words and rhymes.
You short? Nah, I'm not in a position. Not in a position.
What I'm feeling, baby. Thought I knew what beautiful was. There's the sun, there's the moon, there's $1,000,000 skyline views, and there's Rocky Mountain highs, oceans rolling wild and blue.
I'm very interested to see though if this market wants to come back into the overnight lows. It's only 70 points off. Some new resistances at 620s forming as resistance here. A lot of weight on the trend line, upward trend line. This may snap lower here. Or maybe it holds trend line. We were holding trend line pretty much all day today in the New York session. We were holding trend line for hours today. Hours. Or we were like holding in a wedge. I think the trend line I drew out had like 8 touch points. It was epic. Do we hold trend line? Do we hold trend line? Trend line as of now is respecting. If I played it, I'd have to stop it out under 550, I think. That would start to look very bearish. That would start to look very bearish.
There's $1,000,000 skyline views, and there's Rocky Mountain highs, oceans rolling wild and blue. There's the sun, there's the moon, then there's you.
Testing 60s here. There's a break. There's the break. 50 points off the lows pretty much. Could happen. Cold crude still going. I believe it. I believe it. Are we holding 50s? We have support at 50s. This trend line's kind of holding. Kind of holding. I'm gonna try it out. Stop out under 50s. I'll try to take this market back long to the 600s. We'll see. See if trend holds. See if this trend line holds. It was holding this morning. We'll see. Or we get swept quick. If 50, here's the thing, if 50s doesn't hold, we might see new lows here. Yeah, take it out. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe this market doesn't hold. Needed to hold 40s there. We'll see. We will see. Oh my goodness, AIs with this spam. No. I want to try it again, bro. I really do. I try again. Still looking for 600s. Maybe we'll get a little scalpy with it though. Can we crack 60s? Maybe I can get out and get back in on them. Yeah, good luck. Appreciate it. I'm gonna need it. I gotta stop out under that low. I like the 30-point bounce off that low to try it. Still targeting the equal highs. We will see. Yeah.
Sun goes down at night when it's filled with moonlight. That's when you appear.
Yeah, if this one doesn't work out, I'm definitely waiting for fresh lows to get taken. It starts to look like a decent setup, but it's just not getting me follow through. If this one doesn't work out, I'll probably wait for new lows. No matter what kind of structure it shows me, I'll just wait for new lows. I mean, there is a lot of weight on the back end of this with pretty much at hourly support. But I mean, look at the dump, and that's a head and shoulders too. Well, I mean, What time frame? I'm on the 500 tick chart right now. So, I mean, I got the hourly up, but I'm on the 500 tick chart. gonna move the stop under that low. It's just certain things that I need to see hold if we're gonna make the move higher, and that's one of them. On the retest, needs to hold. Yeah. Tricky, tricky. Yeah, if this one doesn't work, I mean, if we don't hold 40s here, markets probably find new lows, and I'll probably not take any trades until we get into new lows, if that's the case, because I'm getting smoked. Getting smoked. Probably get taken out right here. By the grace of God, we won't get taken out. By the grace of God. Oh, is it the 1,000 tick? Yeah, I guess everything. 1,000 tick chart. I don't know. Taking out again. I'm not taking any trades until we take new lows. I don't care how this market looks. I'm gonna wait till new lows come in. I might take one more on it. That's really the plan tonight. Take this a couple times long. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But having said that, I'm not touching it till we take new lows. Is there a way to set multiple stops? Why would you want to do that? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. Shoot, I can't even look at Crude. I don't even have the data to look at it. Multiple take profits. Yeah, you could like right click and hit limits and fill those in how you want at certain levels. You could do that. Yeah, no, I'm just not gonna touch it. I don't even care if we curl back into 600s. I'm not gonna touch it until we move out of this level. Crude up 10, 11%. That is insane. That's insane.
Every time I leave your house, I take one more look back. Well, the highway's in my veins, but you'll always have my heart. Don't know where it'll take me. Please don't fall apart. 'Cause there's some things that don't change, like the red letters in the scripture. There's some things that don't fade.
We are gonna wait for fresh lows.
Shines on the picture. Those guarantees what's meant to be always go together, like hearts and sleeves, wild and free. You and me in Texas forever. Where we grew up.
Nice, Bruno. You got a good trade right there, man. A good trade. Yeah, I'm gonna wait till we take new lows. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. River was flood. Yeah, yeah. I woke up to a ton of rain. Ton of rain. Goodness, I should be in gold right now. Gold is going, man. Incredible. Next high for gold, 7.5. Another 15 points. Oh, I mean, I don't have Crude. I wish I could trade it. I don't have it.
Hey Johnny Walker, what you doing, Louisiana? Don't you call East Texas home? Just a moon dog chasing a greyhound station while he's young enough.
Thank you, sweetie.
I guess I like the songs you write and the hurt you're giving into. Do some waiting around, I heard the shaking the ground over what you're going through. So tell me what
Oh,
you gonna
of course. Oh my god. What? Huh?
I'm trying to talk to the dogs. I'm just trying to eat my soup.
Yeah, just hit him.
Huh?
Okay, we're back. Crazy, man. Yeah, dude, Crude is going crazy, isn't it? Look at these candles. Oh my god, Crude coming down. Dude, I could take one trade on Crude on my Apex account and just go fucking nuts. Sell the retracement. I shouldn't. I don't even know what the value is on Crude. Yeah, dude, it's the music. It's so lame. Crude. Crude. The spread isn't even that bad. It's teleporting. Crude looks like a fucking penny stock right now. Looks like a penny stock. Okay, I mean, is this really gonna shake up the markets? This Iran war shit here. Seems like it is. We're not seeing a ton of recoveries. Sorry, not seeing a ton of recovery in the indexes. Still selling? Crude in a new high, 77. That's insane. That is insane, dude. This would kill me. An intraday drawdown would just kill me. But wow. Just vertical. Holy shit. See, this gives you, man, if you really know your shit with Crude and like Iran's attacking Israel, like you had time to get into this. You had plenty of time to get into this. Like here. Whew. Gold's moving higher too. Fucking Crude up, gold up. Like gold's damn near into all-time highs. This is a real market mix-up right here. A real market mix-up. Like, do we wake up tomorrow and try to go long on NQ like we have been? I don't think so. That's not what it looks like as at the moment. Does gold hold this level is what I'm interested in. Or do we start to build, like, you know what I mean? Can this just rally into new highs, or does this have to build some more structure? Super interested in that. Super interested in that. And gold is just rallying. Well, look, I'll be honest with y'all. I'm obviously kind of on the wrong side of the market, and I just haven't gotten into these markets. But let's be honest, they are very extended. Maybe 10, 15 minutes ago they weren't as extended, but now they very much are. Now they really very much are. Yes, I missed my opportunity, but now they really are. They really are too extended now for me. Yeah, look at Crude, still higher. Can you run what kind of balance can you run up on Apex? Like you still gotta abide by the withdrawal, the payout caps. Can you flip on Apex? Okay, here we go. 503. I don't even think I would know how to go about trading Crude. I couldn't take more than $1,800 a drawdown on it. Maybe one micro? Okay. Might need new lows here in NQ. Like I said, I'm not gonna touch it till we see new lows. The urge to short oil. I can't call you crazy. I can't call you crazy. Can't call you crazy. Whew. Should we try? Should we try? I might lose the account on this shit. I don't even know what's like a full point with one micro costs. It's just curl. It's just going vertical. It's going for the Hail Mary. So vertical. Okay, NQ's in a new lows now. Holy fuck. Is it World War III yet or no? I mean, is it World War III yet or no? I think it is. Isn't 470 still hourly support? I really would like that to clear. I really would like that to clear so that there's no resting liquidity. I just want to take the liquidity. Then I'll look for a fresh long. I don't want to... I'm done taking equal lows with this much weight on the market. And go ahead and clear that. Clear that, please. Then I'll maybe think about it. Dare me? The pullback should be deep. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. I'm short one micro. I don't know what the hell this is going to look like. Doesn't seem that painful. A couple dollars. Can you DCA on Apex? I'm short 2 micros. I'm stopping it out at the highs. Where do I want to take it off? Fuck if I know. 75, a point and a half. Okay, here's a bounce. I really don't want this off equal lows. I really don't. I really don't want to fuck with equal lows anymore. What the fuck? Yeah, I'm short 2, brother. We'll see. Oh, I don't want to take that market long. Not off equal lows. Not off equal lows. I really don't. Just not interested in it. Not until we take 470s. Like, if we break sub 76, I'll take it off, maybe. Into the 75s. All right, I'm out. Quick little short scalp on a little pump and dump scam stock like crude oil. A little pump and dump scam stock like crude oil. Scam. Get that scam out of here. Dump it. Damp it. Damp it. Damp it. Scam stock. Now, on a real note, man, listen, I would love to try NQ long, but I don't want it off 470. Just clear that low first, please. Take the sell stops under there. I know it's setting up to long, man. I just don't want to. Not off 470. I really don't want to. Not off these equal lows on the hourly. I'd much rather sweep it. Much rather sweep it. But yeah, no, these markets pulling back. Wow. Ooh, it dumped even more. Since when did you start trading crude? That was the first crude trade I've taken in 3 years. Little $300 banger. No, I can't say that. I cannot say that NQ doesn't look appetizing. I just would much prefer this to take 470. I really would. Yeah, we took a little good one little right there on the Apex account. All right, I'm gonna try NQ again. I'll stop it out 500 if it fills me. I can't even get into the fucking thing. All right, be a little more patient. Yeah, you're right. I was busy. I was so busy. Busy with crude. Why is crude moving so well? Equal high here at 530 that could get taken. I want to see what this pullback looks like. 470 I really wish would get taken. I don't love the flat 470 reversal, to be honest. Don't worry about Nightbot. Nightbot's tweaking. Do we think Crude recovers this entire move, or do you think I can try it again on a retracement short again? Markets are recovering. I mean, it seems like NQ's trying to recover. I really don't like it off 470, but you can't deny that that's a 50, 60 point bounce. Like that's the real deal. It's difficult. It's difficult. Yeah, hopefully it will be a good session tomorrow. Yeah. Hopefully I can get to tomorrow without hitting max loss tonight. That would be preferable, right? Smart thing is probably use 5 micros. Look at that wick at 514. I want to like give it some time to pull back. I really don't care for it at the 470 low. But a rally, a 60 point jump's a 60 point jump, and it's looking decent. Hourly candle is going to close here in 10 minutes. Dude, if you did full port, it could go so well for you, but so bad for you. Don't really love the pullback to 500. Yeah, I'm just not in love with that 470 level. It seems like too big of a draw to break. Hourly's not going to close super strong, it doesn't look like. These markets could move lower. Crude trying to pop out above 76.70 again. Wow. Really? Really, NQ? Really, really, really? I'm going to go ahead and let this hourly candle close. I don't want to get faked out right here. I'm going to let the hourly close. Unless I see like a very quick opportunity, I'm going to let the hourly close. Crazy night so far. Crazy night so far. Gold still going vertical. I think you trying to find some buy. I'm gonna let the hourly close. Oil going back to 100. 100. Look at this on the weekly. That's the real deal. This is the biggest weekly candle we've seen in fucking since 2022. This is the biggest weekly candle. This is the biggest range weekly candle we have seen in one overnight session. Right? This is less than like well, I guess that's not true. I guess this weekly candle will close tomorrow, right? But wow, I mean, that's just massive. It's massive. That's the real deal right there. Fuck, I might have to start paying for Crude data feed, chat, on my live account. Because that's the real deal right there. That's the real deal. We might see Crude make a nice run. So who's all at war? We got Ukraine, Russia, Iran, Israel, China, Taiwan brewing like always. I don't know. Who else? What are the other big names? Is there any other feuds in there? Had to work. It's probably bet for the best. You missed out on a lot of. You could call it opportunity. You could call it. You missed out on a lot of. I don't know. I guess if you expected this market to make that first initial move and then just look for the continuation, you probably did okay. This 470 level still looks sketch. Gold trying to pull back off that 66 rejection. I'm going to try to ride that momentum if I can. Yeah. I'm going to sell gold, and I'm going to stop it out above 67 if it wants to follow that momentum lower. I might immediately be wrong. Might immediately be wrong. Just wanted a quick scout back into these lows, 58. Looking for 58 here. Needs to break 60 and then 58. Breaks high, retest support, breaks high, retest support. I feel more and more comfortable trying to sell it the higher this market moves, to be honest. But yeah, it's been breaking high, retest support, break high, retest support. We'll see if it follows here off the 3-bar reversal. Yeah, the volatility. Yeah, I guess because the war news. Yeah. Don't leave me on the wicks. Don't leave me on the wicks. Gold may reach into the daily highs. 75 is that next level. That was, how many weeks ago was that? We had the 75s. Gold, nice move up. NQ's recovering. It's leaving a wick. The hourly's about to close here. Hourly closing right about in about 30 seconds. Hourly closes. Hourly's about to close here. Yeah, gold looked like a reversal off 65 where we moved back down into the mid 50s. We'll see. We'll see. Not a horrible hourly close on NQ. Just wicks at the equal lows. Support on the hourly 70s. I want to see it back into previous support. A retest of previous support. Possible break. We'll see. I'm just trying to fade this market a little bit. Super extended. Yeah, oil's good too. A lot of movement tonight. A lot of movement. Gold's flipping off my entry. Short. Don't love it. Don't love it. Don't love it. Yep. Holding low 60s. We might get ran here. Wow. Do I want to add into that rejection? A little bit. I'm going to add 5 more and pull the stops down. I added 5 more and pulled the stops down on the rejection. Tighten it up a bit. I'll get back 5 to the market. If we can break 62, I'll give it right back. Take it for the break and then give it right back. NQ is bouncing. NQ is bouncing. We need a break of 62.8. 62.8 and then a break of 60. We're seeing some exhaustion up in the high 60s. Just need to see the follow through below 62 here. Not seeing it yet. Not seeing it. Seeing the exhaustion we need to see, just not seeing the other half of the selling pressure now. NQ's trying to pull off the lows. We're like 60, 70 points off the lows right now. Maybe a little more than that. How much are we off the lows? Yeah, 60, 70. All right, can we get a break of 60s? Crude pulling back. Gold's not giving us much pullback here. It needs to break on that test, and it's not. Not breaking. Try to be a little patient with it. You passed an apex but never activated. That's funny. Man, gold just not giving us anything. No pullbacks here. We were at the equal lows, but just no pullbacks here. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. How many wicks can we get at 62 before this thing breaks? Or if it breaks at all? How many wicks can we see at 62? How many? How many? All right, if we break here, I want to see 58. We're just not breaking. Buyers are super strong. You would think we could break 62, just not going to happen. Not going to happen. Are we going to leave another wick? We're on wick number 7 right here. With no break of 62. Like at some point we gotta break this low. This is wick 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, wick 6 or wick 7. Very impressive. Very impressive how it's not breaking. Okay. 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 Little break. What's the follow through look like? Can we lose 60s? I wanted to see 58 on this breakdown. Yeah, okay, 61. Break of 60s. Now we're getting it. Only had to wick on us 6 times. I'm looking for 58 here. 58. That's previous support, so I'll take it off as we can bounce there. What a nightmare. What a nightmare, am I right? Looks good. A lot of weight on 60s. I want to see break through 60s. Nice, nice. 60s breaking. Once again, want to see 58. Good bit of volume here. Follow through. Don't leave a wick, please. Can't do that. Or are we gonna get wicked on? Wicked on. NQ's still kind of holding this move higher. See if gold pulls back off of this. NQ trying to break above 50s. There's gold trying to sell through 60s. I want to see 59s, 58s. 58s, I'll cover some. 58s, I'll cover some. 58s covering some. Break even. Want to see 50. There's a good amount of weight here, so I would like to see this bleed into low 50s, 50, 57. We'll see if this doesn't just V-shape off support. We'll see. Okay, 58. Want to see 57. We have volume here, so I just want to see this continue to bleed through support a bit. I covered some. I will cover probably 3 more at 57s. Well, we have 10 left. I'll cover 2 more at 57. Good pullback here. Good pullback. Yep. 7.5's the low. NQ's making a nice move off the lows. Equal lows, 470. Surely we don't just dip off 57 and run back up to the highs, right? Surely? Surely? I'm going to have a little bit of faith that I can see a sliver of continuation in this market. I'm just going to have a little bit of faith. Pulling back into equal lows. I still like this for a move lower. Could be very wrong. Gold has been on a ripper. I just want to see it take an equal low. That's all. What trades are y'all in? What trade is everybody in right now? NQ's obviously giving you some type of move here to the upside. Gotta respect it, right? I wasn't able to really take any good I don't think I took one winning trade on NQ. Took a winning trade on gold earlier. Trying to take another one here. Hopefully we do. This needs to turn over off 60s and take this low. And we might have another good trade on our hands. NQ, disappointing though. This is the one market I wanted to come on at tonight and take a good trade on NQ, and I wasn't able to. So that's disappointing. 0 for 1 on NQ, 1 for 1 on gold, 1 for 1 on crude. Crude really dumped. Incredible. Crude really pulled back. Wow. Giving back like most of the move, most of the breakout out above 74. Still looking for lower on gold here. Small M&Q. That feels safe right there. Like a little long M&Q, couple contracts. Doesn't feel like the end of the world right there. I'm not going to lie. It doesn't feel like the end of the world. Especially with crude pulling back, right? Wow. Big pullback on crude. Yeah, man. I know you're strong in all gold, and I feel like I have a great short position for a possible pullback down into low 50s, and I'm going to trust that you can give me that trade. I've already partialed out a little bit at support. If we just dip and rip back into new highs, that's cool also, but I'm going to have a little bit of faith that this trade can give me some type of a move here. I'm going to kind of trim out into the low 50s if we can get it. By twos, probably. I'll like trim out in the 56, 54s. I'll trim out. If we get a decent little leg down, I'll maybe take off most of it. I'm looking for this first low we put in to get taken. See what the downside looks like below 57. See if we get some volume. If we do, great. I'll target new lows. If we don't, we start to fade off. The volume starts to fade off. I'll probably start covering it under this low. But first, we got to break the low. So, got to break 57 first before I can do anything. NQ's looking good. NQ's just curling up, bleeding up. Here goes gold. I want to see 56 on the bid. Okay. See 57, but little wick. 57, but little wick. Don't love that. Try to be patient. Yeah, if we start bidding back into like high fit, like 59s, I'm gonna cut it. I'm still looking for 56, just to trim like 2. Okay, trim 2. I'm gonna trim it as we move down, preferably. 54. I would like if we take 50. A little bounce there. Yeah. Let's try to take some off it in 54s here. Cover 4 at 54. Great trade. Great trade. Great trade. Great trade. Appreciate you, E. Appreciate you, E. Appreciate you. Great trade. Really great trade. Really great trade. Next low is 53. I'll respect that level and trim some there in case we bounce. Would love to see these orders fill in at 54. Good bit of the position is at 54 waiting to get filled. I might bitch out and move this up. Oh, fuck. Don't fuck with me right now. I can't pull the fucking orders up. Okay. That's annoying. Okay, we're just holding. I'm just holding. Fuck it. I'm holding. We might not take any out of this trade. I'm holding, baby. Fill the orders at 54. Come on now. Fill those orders at 54. Come on now. Get wiki. Get wiki. Fill those orders at 54. Come on now. Come on now. Fill those damn orders at 54. Fill those damn orders at 54. Fill those damn orders at 54. Nice. I still got 4 running too. I'll put the stops out under that initial high. Good trade. Like I said, man, I feel like I've had most of the time we all have a pretty good read on the market. Executing is the difficult part. There's 53. I'm gonna cover 2 more. That's a great move. I mean, can't be mad at that. I'm gonna trail 2 and just let this thing go. If we crack 50s, that's awesome. We're fighting back green, baby. Fighting back green. It's a sick trade. A little 10-point sell-off. Covering, just covering. I see blood, I cover. I take sells, I see blood, I cover. Hell yeah, man. Just you gotta love getting in a trade and just immediately displacement lower, getting into a short trade. I'm all out there. That's a great trade. We saw nothing but just a clean sell-off, man. You get short, tight risk, and you get that clean sell-off. Profits running up, just beautiful, 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 beautiful. Love that trade. Love that trade. Wonderful. 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 Can't be mad about it. Little pullback there. On a real note, gold, man, is really setting up for just looks great. Just looks great. I appreciate y'all, man. I hope y'all have a very, very blessed night. This guy said I just printed 25K from gold. What the fuck are you doing? How did that happen, man? How did that happen, brother? How did that happen, brother? What did you do? Combine or funded? That was a $1,200 trade because we were about $700 in the red. You know, so great trade there. Okay, I mean, we're coming down into a new support at 44 with a lot of weight. I maybe could have held this trade a little bit better, but you see red. You know what I mean? That was a nice. I feel like some trades aren't always so smooth, right? So I'll take it off right there and be a happy camper. Be a happy, happy camper. My man just made 20. Can you take that all out, bro? Hell of a job. Hell of a job. Are you on the right contracts? You might be on a different expiration. Okay. Hell of a trade, man. Just beautiful. If I didn't take losses before that, that would have been a nice trade. It's still selling, too. It's still selling. Just beautiful. Still selling. And it's selling hard. And it's selling into support, so you got to respect that. But, I mean, look at the volume here. There's a lot of volume. There's a lot of volume to the downside on gold. This trade would have ran a hell of a lot more. You know, I would look to cover some there. Yes, this is support. You got volume. So, and sometimes you got to worry that maybe support doesn't hold on the back end of volume. You know? I would like to see, if I was looking to long this market, this kind of show a little bit of exhaustion as we get into support instead of just like this volume. This is a 20-point sell-off. I don't know if 44 holds for y'all there. That's a tough one. On the good news, if it wants to sweep liquidity and then get a little touch and go off VWAP, gold does love to use VWAP. Gold uses VWAP very well. Yeah, NQ was a great mover tonight. Unfortunately, somehow I fucked up taking it long, even though I pretty much waited for the exact lows. I just didn't execute right. stops were too tight. And then I watched it run without me a little bit. Good broker to start a live account with $500 amp. But I really would suggest just using a just trade prop accounts, brother. Just trade prop accounts. Get your top step account. Trade it slow, trade it disciplined, and I think the $50, $50 to $100 you put into a, you know what I mean, into that account is going to help you a lot more than a 500 account. But that's just my opinion. Yeah, just tell me about it. Yeah, that was all just to get out of drawdown. We got a little bit out of it. But I mean, you can't deny that was a clean ass trade. This thing might break 44. There's a lot of weight on this. Just a ton of weight on this. We also had a good trade on Crude on the Apex account. There's Crude off VWAP, by the way. Crude just gave back a shit ton. Crude looks like an actual pump and dump. An actual pump and dump. Yeah, amp, y'all, but I'm telling y'all. Just use the top step account. I'm telling y'all. You're going to have to go pay for the data. You're going to have to, which isn't, it's not an insane amount. It's just, you can be trading one micro. I just feel like if you use a prop firm and trade it as disciplined as you would trade a $500 account without trying to blow it up, trade small size, I really do feel like that would take you further. All right, y'all. I think I'm gonna dip off. W Knights could have had a couple better executions on NQ. Somehow we messed this mark. Somehow we messed this up. Even though we pretty much dip off the low, somehow I still messed it up. Pretty much any entry I took on this ran 100 points, and somehow I messed it up and got stopped out at the very lows. But it is what it is, right? I might look to take this market long a little bit later if we get a decent pullback here into maybe a lower support at like 520s, maybe take it long and see if we can pull a little deeper into this range. Keep an eye on everything. I'll update y'all. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go chill out and watch some TV and stuff. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all for stopping by the stream. I will see y'all tomorrow morning. I'll see y'all in a couple of hours, man. 8, 9, 10 hours. I'll see y'all. All right.